Welcome back to the Scotti-BYTE channel, and this is Scott. Today we're going to talk about QNAP LXC to LXD container migration tool. So QNAP announced end of life for LXC containers in June of 2021. QNAP Container Station users should be creating all new containers in LXD. LXD is different in terms of not being able to set a static address, and LXD has a lot of additional features. This tutorial will discuss how to use the new QNAP LXC to LXD container conversion and migration tool. So here we are logged into the QTS 5.0 console, and I'm going to go into Container Station. So if your container station is like mine, you probably have several containers defined. And if you look down this list, you can see that I have some LXD containers and I have many legacy LXC containers. So if we look at a LXC container, for example, my Discourse container here, which runs my Discourse web server, you will see that if I go into settings, it has a CPU limit set, it has a memory limit set. If I go into advanced settings, you can see that it has a static address at 80.55. So we're going to migrate this from LXC to LXD using the new conversion tool. To begin with, we're going to stop the container by clicking on the stop. We are going to click on Export. And this is just to make a backup of your container. So I'm going to click on Export Container. Before we do anything with it, we want to have a backup. So I'm going to go down here and look for my Discourse container, which is right there. And I'm going to go into my place where I keep my backups, which just happens to be in a folder I created called Container Backups. And I'm going to call this Discourse New, since I already have one out there. This creates a tar file backup of the Discourse server. So here it's performing the backup. Make that screen bigger. And it'll take a little bit of time to create the new tar file, which is simply a backup of the LXC container. Now we're not actually using that in the conversion process, we're just being safe. The LXD export process has now completed, and this process may have taken anywhere between just a couple of minutes on up to several minutes. In my case, it took about 25 minutes because this is a very large container. So I'm going to go to File Station. I'm going to go down to where I exported this, which was in the Scott folder, and I have a folder called Container Backups. And we're going to look at Discourse, and the Discourse new tar ended up being 17 gigabytes because that server's got quite a bit of content in it. Anyway, that's there and we can see it. If we go back to Overview and we look down here, we can see that Discourse container is still stopped. Now we're ready for the next step, the actual conversion. In order to perform the conversion, we need the Q migration tool, and I'm providing a link in the show notes to where you can get the Q migration tool. When you download it, it will be in a zip file, and you're going to unzip the tool, and then you're going to take and drag and drop it over to the Container Station subdirectory. You should have in your main storage, you should have a container directory. And the file simply looks like Q migration underbar tool underbar 0.1.0 underscore AMD64. So notably, this tool is designed for the x64 QNAP NASs. So it would not work on the ARM-based processors, only on the x64s, which can be the AMD or Intel processors. now that we're at this point in time, we go down and we are going to open a terminal. After we open a terminal, we're going to SSH over to our NAS. In this particular case, I'm going to the admin account just because that's the one I'm using, and that's the address of my NAS on my local area network. So when I connect to the NAS, I'm going to quit to the shell environment, and we have a shell prompt. And then I'm going to cd over to /share/container. And that's the directory where we put the Q migration tool. And so now that the LXC container is stopped, and we know that it's called Discourse, and we want to convert the Discourse container, we're going to use the Q migration tool in order to do that. So the Q migration tool command looks like this. We have the word migrate. It's a LXD container. We have a -- name, and then it's very important that you get the entire name of your container correct and even the case correct. So in this case, it was Discourse with a capital D. I hit enter, and the migration on the container begins. Here we are back again at the Container Station GUI, and you can see that the LXC container is still stopped, the Discourse container here, but you can see that there is now a Discourse-M, which means migrated container, and it is a LXD container. So the first thing we want to do is want to go ahead and start that container, the new container. And once it's started, well, in the meantime, as it's starting, we're going to go over here to my Nginx. We're going to take a look at this. And I have discussion.scotti-BYTE.com, which is my forum reverse proxy. And you can see that it's supposed to be addressed at 80.55. Well, LXD containers don't support static addressing. And so we're going to have to find out what address this thing is actually running at. So to do that, we're going to go ahead and enter into the console. I'm going to type in my console username, my console password, which is going to be the same username and password Ubuntu or another account that you created when you created the LXC container. And then I'm going to do an ifconfig. And the ifconfig says that right now this thing is running at 80.121. So I'm going to go to my Unify network, and I'm going to look at 80.121. In my Unify network console listing, I find 192.168.80.121, which is my Discourse server. I click on it. I go over to the gear. I go to network. I say used fixed IP address, and the fixed IP address we just found was supposed to be 192.168.80.55, so I erase the 121, put in 55, and I save it. And there's an error saving the network changes because we already have an IP address that's been assigned to another client at 80.55. When you run into a DHCP address reservation conflict, you're going to want to go down into your insights. You're going to want to go to your client history and look at all client history. And then you want to sort it out by IP address from the fixed IP column. And here you can see that I have a Discourse server that is set at that address. So I'm going to go here, and you realize that when it creates the LXD container, it's going to use a different MAC address than the LXC container, and that's why I have this conflict. So I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to turn off the fixed address for the old container. I'm going to do a save, and then I'm going to exit out of here. Now I'll be able to go back to the clients. I'll be able to go back to the 121 address that we were just looking at, which is 80.121, further down the list, this one, Discourse. Click on Discourse, we click on the gear, we click on network, we click on use fixed address, we change this to 55, and we save it, and now it works. Okay, so your next step is you're going to go back over here to Container Station. You're going to stop this container. And once it stops, we're going to restart it. And the reason we're going to restart it is so that it can get the new IP address when it restarts, because there's now a DHCP address reservation on the network. So as this is starting, if we look at the overview, again, a reminder, the old LXC container is stopped. The new LXD container, Discourse-M, is starting. So now that the container is restarted and we've waited a certain amount of time, I'm going to go over to my Heimdall menu, and I'm going to go down and find my Scotti-BYTE discussion forum, click on it, and there it comes up. So now it is running in the LXD container. At this point, I can go back to my container station, and I can go ahead and highlight the old LXD container and simply do a remove. If I ever needed to go back to it again, I could of course import the exported container that we did earlier in the beginning, and I'd be able to bring it back in as a LXC container. So here we are back at the Container Station overview menu, and in the overview menu you can see that there's a Discourse-M, and it's the one that's running, and we've deleted the old Discourse. Now, just to try something a little bit different here, I have stopped my Pi-hole container, which I have two Pi-holes, and this one that I've stopped is called Pi-hole main. I've stopped it, and I performed an export on it, which we've already seen with the Discourse container. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the terminal, and we're going to do an export for that container. But we're going to use a little bit different command. So again, we're going to use the Q migration tool, but we're going to do --name pi-hole-main, but we're going to put a --delete on the end. The effect of this command is that it's going to go ahead and delete the container after it's migrated. So that should have taken place that quickly. If we go back to the main, we can see that Pi-hole-M is there. It's running. We have to go ahead and try to start it, but when we start it, it will have a different IP address, of course. So I go into Pi-hole main, I wait for it to start so that I can get a login prompt. I type in my username, I type in my password. I'm logged in, I do an ifconfig. There we go. Okay, so it's got 1.164. Now I go back to my unified controller program and I find node 164, which is Pi-hole main. I click on it. I go up to change at the gear, go down to network, use fixed IP address, and I know that the IP address for my Pi-hole is 1.6, 172.16.1.6. I do a save, and it says network changes were saved successfully. So now what I do is I go back into the Pi-hole LXD, I stop it, I turn around and restart it, and there it's been migrated. Now, if we go back to the overview, we can see in the overview that if we scroll down to Pi-hole, that Pi-hole-M is here, but the original Pi-hole is not because we used the delete flag, which got rid of it. Now, if I go back to my Heimdall menu where I have my Pi-hole that I moved, if I click on the Pi-hole for my LAN, There it goes. It comes up with the interface at 172.16.1.6, and we're now running on a new LXD container. So here we are back at the terminal again, and we see the two commands that we use to migrate our Discourse container and our Pi-hole container. And I just want to draw your attention to the warnings about LXD not supporting static addresses and that it wants to use DHCP. And that's why we did the address reservations in the Unified Controller program. If you use a different network program, you should be able to also support DHCP address reservations. And there's one more command. So you can bring up the migration tool and you can simply say migrate LXD like I have here. But if you do that, it will go ahead and migrate all of your LXC containers to LXD in one fell swoop. My advice is if you want to do this, make sure you've exported copies of all your containers first, and of course stop them prior. And if you're feeling really brave, you can say --delete, and then it'll move all of your containers, migrate them all to LXD, and delete all the old LXC containers. Again, I feel safer doing step-by-step, container by container, just to make sure that everything's worked out properly and started properly. And knowing that I have to change the addresses one by one, I think that I prefer to do the migrations one by one. So, in summary, we learned how to make a backup of a LXC container in Container Station using the export command. We used the QNAP LXC to LXD conversion tool to convert a container, which by the way requires Container Station 2.4 or later. And look at the notes for the link that I'll provide to where you can find the conversion tool. We set up a DHCP address reservation for each container that we migrated because static addresses are not an option in Container Station LXD. And we tested the transition container and then deleted the old LXC container. Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you liked the presentation. Please subscribe and like, and we'll see you next time.